I think that left hook should be utilized more, TJ. I think that, you know, the way Miranda is moving to her right, nice overhand.
It comes high again for Cody. Jab gets through by the opening. Combination of punches by Cody.
Very fast one.
Emily Cody gets it done! Victories in her Invicta FC debut! That may be the hurt knee of Sheena Van Hoos, and that's a wrap. Not the way that Van Hoos wanted to return, but clearly that knee.
So Van Zandt throws this kick. Oh, right, yeah, right over the top of the kneecap, excuse me. And it looks like the foot turned and, you know, the knee twisted over. Wow.
Nice sign
One
of
more time. Yeah,
there
beautiful
as well.
sign of sportsmanship. Hard right kick. She goes in, Van Zandt goes in for the finish. Van Hoos waves her off and she walks away.
30 seconds left in this opening frame.
With those long legs, you know, she's able to make, Elise Anderson, excuse me, is able to make adjustments with her hips and turn over. Katie Saul, again, on defense, again, I'm not quite seeing the angle, but you can see Elise Anderson pulling an arm out so she can strike to capture a better position. Saul defending, crawling up the cage there with her legs, looking to get her hips free.
I admire her composure down there.
5 minutes in the books between these atomweights. Under 30 seconds left in the round. Back to that figure four guard. Trying to maybe cut an angle off the cage was Saul.
She's still doing it. She's trying to get her hips to the side so she can do something with that head, kind of roll for that armbar or that triangle position. Elise Anderson staying buried there.
I'm surprised that Sammons hasn't tried to initiate a clinch and maybe slow down the pace of the fight that way.
Well, she just did. Oh. But yes, I think that that's a really good idea. I think it's a good thing to do to push Chantel Coates onto her heels, get that takedown, and put her on her back or take her back.
We've seen Ginger Sammons in this position before. Rear naked choke victory her first time around, now trying to get another one. A lot of time here. Chantel Coates in trouble. There it is, and it's done! Caitlin Ginger Sammons! Norton again, now trying to maybe frame up a triangle, but not able to get that left leg under control.
Not able to do that, but she was able to use that positioning to off-balance her opponent and get back to a controlled position. Somebody's bleeding.
There is some blood. I'm not sure.
I think it's Norton's nose, teacher.
Okay, Norton's nose.
Look at the way she's controlling the head, though. She was pushing on the head. That can prevent the pass. You can see, ooh, that's a lot of blood.
Trying to work a knee shield here is Norton. Kind of sneaking some elbows as well. Battered and bloodied is Autumn Norton, but still fighting.
All of her victories as an amateur have come via stoppage. So, you know, she's definitely in, she really wants to get a finish here. And when you see blood, when judges see blood, you know, you kind of wonder what they're going to say. Look, I really like the way, excuse me, talking over myself, but Erin Harp is setting up that pass. That was so lovely.
Now in full side, 2.5 minutes plus to work. It's been the kicking offense that's really paid dividends. Now big hard right hand coming forward with some punches. Collie covering up, trying to get into clinch, trying to get away from the power of Julia Ardolino. Collie in the run.
Wow, that was a nice uppercut. You can see Collie's trying to tie up, trying to stop that flurry, and she's able to survive that. But that was a lot of punching damage she sustained right there, TJ.
Long time here yet for Ardolino to work. 3 minutes remaining in the fight, but Collie is composed. It's been the kicking offense that's really paid dividends. Now big hard right hand coming forward with some punches. Collie covering up, trying to get into clinch, trying to get away from the power of Julia Ardolino. Collie in the run.
Wow, that was a nice uppercut. You can see Collie's trying to tie up, trying to stop that flurry, and she's able to survive that. But that was a lot of punching damage she sustained right there, TJ.
Long time here yet for Ardolino to work. 3 minutes remaining in the fight, but Collie is composed.
Delmacher sort of does the same thing with her level changes, but because she hasn't shot quite as much, it's not necessarily a threat to Leonardo. She's not, you know, I guess, assessing it as such.
Final 10 seconds between these flyweights. Delmacher coming alive.
Oh.
Right hands, Leonardo covering up and still firing as well. Delmacher might be in trouble. What a fight!
Take my money.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sitting up there and like having your hips back and then generating hard from the top is really kind of a safer way to throw those ground and pound punches. You can see Kazi's come over. She's on a single leg right now. Johnson's still in top position though.
Trying to get on the back now is Johnson. She does and has that right arm isolated as well.
She does, and her legs are locked around. I feel like she can pull and go for that belly down armbar. She's got to get a little bit more leverage and kind of yank through and then roll all the way, which is what she's doing right now, rolling onto her back.
Very patient now, maybe inverted triangle attempt here by Johnson. Wouldn't that be something? Now going for the armbar.
Nice.
There it is, it is done. Claire Johnson.
Ooh,
Oh,
big
hard
shots.
right hands. Covering up is Megan Collie, trying to weather the hurricane.
You know, and it's interesting, yeah. Hope Chase does not have she doesn't have hooks in with her feet, so she is able to be rolled, but now rolling to her back, she has those hooks now. She's got her ankles crossed, not something that is advised a lot of the time, but she also has her arm almost all the way under Collie's chin. Now Collie's fighting hands. She's looking to improve her position. She's freed her chin nope, never mind. Her chin's in there and out there, TJ.
Now working this rear naked choke, body triangle locked on, and there is the tap. It is done. Hurricane Hope Chase. Quarter guard. Now trying to isolate that arm with her leg, and now scramble ensues, and Mahalik able to get on top, close guard.
Yeah, her
Messia
hips,
Blanchfield.
excuse me, her hips were a little bit too high for that to happen. She wasn't fully into that underhook on the far side arm, and now she's on her back. Now she's in her guard, wrapping up Mahalik's head, but Mahalik's able to kind of move around that.
Nice elbows to the body by Mahalik. The guard is now open. Seeing Messia Blanchfield trying to induce a scramble, maybe get back to her feet, settles again into the full guard.
And pushing on the head like that is making it uncomfortable for Messia Blanchfield to keep that connection. You know, when she's locking her arms around the head, keeping the head down. Oh,
Got an arm triangle choke from bottom position. She's going to run out.
I don't know what the statistics are for how much cage control time it's been. She's definitely kept Mahalik up. You know, it's not a pretty strategy, but it certainly has been an effective one in terms of keeping herself from a lot of damage from the end of the taller fighter's punches. She's eaten a lot of knees tonight, but she's also controlled her opponent up against the fence and on the defense.
Make some space. Final 10 seconds of the fight.
Nice.
What a fight, what a war. Atom weights.
So while Hansen's working to control her head and wrapping her up, Carie is still looking for an opportunity to create space to improve her position. She's probably trying to do a sweep right there. Yeah, she's underhooking the leg. I'm not sure that she's going to be able to get enough leverage there because of Hansen's hips. And it looks like, yeah, she's kind of tied herself up there, and Hansen's got the mount.
Kay Hansen's on the
Oh, tap.
That's a tap. That's a choke. I couldn't see if she had the grip there, but she was working on it, and there it comes.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Kay Hansen getting a submission in round number 3. Power coming down, not something you want to get hit with.
It's not. And you know, Santos is doing really great jiu-jitsu things on the ground, looking for that sweep, opening up her legs and looking for the arm bars, which she really needs to start incorporating get-up attempts or get-up, at least feints at getting to her feet so she can switch positioning.
Agapova so long inside this guard, she's able to throw elbows in a way that other fighters just aren't able to. Santos hurt.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Short on time. Agapova trying to finish here.
TJ. Whoa.
I don't know if that was the bell or if that was the end of the round.
It looked like they were called
it. It is done. Maria Agapova, victorious first round TKO stoppage.
A big shot to come underneath with the takedown. She does right there. Takedown attempt right there. Wow, Rodriguez ends up on top.
Sold out for it. And Doesn't have to pay for it. Rodriguez ends up in bottom position.
And you could see there, that is Porto's experience right there, where she was briefly in trouble and she was able to keep her position, keep her hips low, and maintain like kind of that pressure to move forward and get on top. Now Rodriguez is trying to get back to her feet, and Porto's trying to pull that arm, try to keep her pinned. For Rodriguez, it's really important her back doesn't get taken right here. That's what Porto's going to be looking for more control, more takedowns.
Back to her feet is Karina Rodriguez, but still riding the back is the champion, Vanessa Porto, now fighting the hands.
And this is really smart of Rodriguez to get around. She's giving up her neck, though, so she's got to be super careful to keep her back to the cage and get that underhook.
Nice and less than a minute remaining here in round number 2.
You can see she's grabbing at the legs, but Norton's controlling the belly. She's wrapped around there controlling the head and spinning around. That's what it's going to set up. Beautiful little strikes there.
Nice knee to the body there by Autumn Norton. The aggression on display by Reno's Autumn Norton.
We're seeing that knee drop right there on the head to control position. Leaning up against the cage. You can see this Yaya can try to set up a sweep. She can try to set up something with her legs there, but it's going to be hard for her to do with the lack of space. She's got to get real momentum to kind of toss Norton over.
15 seconds!
Got to believe for Renone, if she's able just to induce a scramble and get out of this position, that would be a huge win. Final seconds here of round number 2.
And I have a feeling that Norton's hips are so hard right there. Going for a knee bar sweep or anything like that would be pretty hard to do because of the way her momentum is settled.
Solid 5 minutes of work from Autumn Norton. Yaya Renone, battered and bloodied, but still not out of this. She walks back to her corner.
I like the way look at the way Martin posted on the face to try to find that shot again.
Hard elbows now by Mallory Martin. Arcio covering up, 30 seconds left in the fight.
This is where Martin increases her pace a lot of the time. I don't know that Arcio is defending herself. Well, I guess she's grabbing the wrist, she's still moving her hips, so. But
defending or not, this is not where you want to be underneath Mallory Martin.
She is taking some damage right now, TJ.
Final 10 seconds left in the fight.
I like Martin now using the head kind of as a base when her wrist is grabbed.
Momentum on her side, to say the least. Mallory Martin turns in another sterling performance, a factor to say the least in this strawweight division.
If given the opportunity, Sotoma is going to try to be a backpack again.
Sotoma is a savvy veteran, but now on the bottom here of Young, and immediately trying to frame up this armbar.
Wow.
Sotoma might be a business. Young trying to fight the leg there.
And Young is bracing there with her knee and throwing strikes, and she was able to kind of break the control there, but she was in an armbar platform.
Now in side control here is Shanna Young.
And again, this is where Young needs to find where she can just hit and hit and hit. I wouldn't worry about submitting at all. I would worry about finishing this fight with strikes and with damage. Her head's going down. I think she might be looking possibly to set up some sort of head and arm. I don't know, her right arm's on the wrong side to be able to do that. There's an arm bar possibility there, but I think just spread her out, get on top, and then just elbow the poo out of her.
Trying to go for a crucifix position here is Shanna Young. Sotoma turtling up.
Yeah, going for that crucifix can be helpful as long as you use your hooks correctly. Now her arm is tied up and she's got to free her arm before she can, do more damage with it. So it does you have to be real cautious against high-level jiu-jitsu players when you're trying to go for platforms. Nice high mat, and even if they're hitting the gloves sometimes, it really sends a message and puts a lot of shockwave through the head. This is a great, great fight.
A huge statement being turned in here by Shanna Young. Final 10 seconds of the fight. Sotoma covering up. Marcio Silva taking a look.
She's covering up, and now her back is taken. It's a total reversal than what we saw in the first round.
15 minutes in the books. They only had 5 minutes to work back in September. Tonight, we go 15 full minutes. Sotoma, solid first round, but Shanna Young bided her time, and when she took over, she did not let Sotoma back in the fight.
A big shot and to come underneath with the takedown. She does right there, takedown attempt right there. Wow, Rodriguez ends up on top.
Sold out for it and doesn't have to pay for it. Rodriguez ends up in bottom position.
And you could see there, that is Porto's experience right there, where she was briefly in trouble and she was able to keep her position, keep her hips low, and maintain like kind of that pressure to move forward and get on top. Now Rodriguez is trying to get back to her feet, and Porto's trying to pull that arm, try to keep her pinned. For Rodriguez, it's really important her back doesn't get taken right here. That's what Porto's going to be looking for more control, more takedowns.
Back to her feet is Karina Rodriguez, but still riding the back is the champion, Vanessa Porto, now fighting the hands.
And this is really smart of Rodriguez to get around. She's giving up her neck, though, so she's got to be super careful to keep her back to the cage and get that underhook.
Nice. This guy's, your footwork creeping up there. Oh, wow.
Trying to attack off of that kick is Zapatella.
She's really throwing a hard, you know, I was talking about her overhand, but she's throwing a nice, hard right hook. You don't see right hooks that often in MMA because they keep you very open. Oh, there's the first double leg attempt of the night for Zapatella.
Zapatella unable to get the takedown off the shot, but able to get the clinch. Credit to D'Angelo for staying on her feet, now back at space.
You know, Blanchfield did a really good job with, and if you notice, every time she switches to southpaw, that head kick comes straight away. She's really setting up those small movers, those small angles. I think with Leonardo, she's throwing power in every single punch, and it does become a little telegraph. But I would like her to kind of cut more lateral movement and really set up that big right hand. She's got a lot of power.
This flyweight to come to fight in Aaron Blanchfield, trying to close the show. It is done! Cold-blooded Aaron Blanchfield!
She needs to really concentrate on pulling those legs, trying to establish a tougher position. Nice ride into a full mount for Linda Mahalik, but her arm is trapped, and Dorsy is using that to climb right back over and get on top.
She's got that Kimura grip as well.
Now, it's rare that you see a Kimura get finished from the top of a guard. Usually it's the other way around. And Mahalik is having none of this, trying to take the back, reaching around with her right arm and fishing for that chin.
Now on her back is Linda Mahalik, final 10 seconds.
She's trying to get that right underhook to pull herself around. Nice, smart to transition to start just ground and pounding her. It's about being frantic right now. It's about going hard in the last 10 seconds.
15 minutes in the books between Jillian Dorsy and Linda Mahalik. Nice sign of respect between these two atomweight athletes, and really a fun fight.
They can really damage people. They can really hurt people. I always found when I was foot stamped in a fight, it hurt a lot more on the plane ride home.
Robert Sargent checking in on Twitter, talking about the score of this fight. Deep into round number 4. You never know what the judges are thinking, and Jinyu Frey trying to make that a non-factor with a combination of punches there.
Yeah, upping the volume on those punches. I really liked that uppercut hook. I hope she throws that again, just a little bit closer.
The one thing to keep in mind when it comes to scoring a fight like this is a very pro Ashley Cummins building. So very patient and relaxed thus far is Franco. Maybe going for an arm bar now is Pettigrew.
Yeah, that arm was extended. She left it extended on the way down. You can see Pettigrew's trying to go belly down arm bar. Franco kicks over the top to try to defend it and relieve some of the pressure.
Coming up on the halfway point of this round. Pettigrew in business with his arm bar, sticking with it.
Get ready to be first. That's it, don't squeeze here.
Hard to see the angle of attack. Now she's free. And now Franco.
Attacking that arm, or at least trapping that arm so that she can open up on the face.
Morangian eating these shots. They're not the most powerful, but they will add up. Trying to explode and create a scramble is Morangian.
She needs to get that elbow to the ground, not there, all the way to the ground.
Not letting go here, trying to attack. It's done! Conejo!